Hello, guys, and welcome back to Deepcool Presents Valorant Detonation Series brought to you by EliXiR eSports and SMC International. It is the map 2 of semi-finals day 1, and what an interesting game has we seen so far. And the next map, I'm not sure what it is, but the veto has already been taken place, and Dumilo versus Seven Sins. It's one map for Dumilo, and if they are able to secure another round, another map consecutively, then they will directly go on to the finals. While Seven Sins, it's a do or die for them right now. And कर पाएगा या नहीं बस or Seven Sins, if they are able to find one more map, then it is going to be a 1-1. You know how the 3 round maps work, and it is actually a do or die. And we have seen that a round 20 round game, 21 in case of Dumilo, a 10 round overtime. I have never seen that before. It has been going for so long, and thank you guys for sticking up until the end of that stream. It was so grossing, so powerful, and it was just amazing. And we will have to see what kind of maps they are going to pick for the second time. And when the attackers should be like, if the attacking side is Dumilo and the defending side is Seven Sins, we know what's going to happen. It's going to be a pretty much a neck and neck gameplay until the first half. The other way around, I can pretty much entrust that Dumilo is going to have a good lead. And just playing Jamie, an immortal player, as far as I know, is an ultimate aim god. He's just aiming down their heads like it has always been there inside his crosshair. So let's see what kind of maps they are going to pick. Okay, Seven Sins going for the attacker sides and Dumilo going for the defender sides. And the map is going to be Ascent, and Seven Sins going for the attacker side on Ascent. That is going to be a very okay choice, as Ascent can be an attacker or a defender sided map at times. If you actually have the advantage of going through Cubby and getting behind the shutter, then you can actually have a better angle on the defender side than normally what the defenders can be able to do. And Dumilo, on the defender side of the game, they should, according to me, go for a 3-2 stack, while one player plays middle, who can actually immediately rotate onto B side, who should be a strong player, who's playing mid with an operator who can also watch high mid, top mid, and basically the main entry onto B side as well. If they are able to do that, then they might have a very good hold, as they do have 3 players left on A side, covering A main and A short, and also the mid-sided push if they somehow are able to take out the middle player. While the attackers really do need to go for a mid split strategy and try to get a mid control as much as possible, because mid means everything, almost everything in Ascent, unless you have some kind of wall that can also block bullets, which is not existent here, as they did not take a Sage. Entries with Sage is actually a lot powerful, more powerful than you think. Although the 3 second to get the wall into the full HP nerf has been put out by Valorant, it is still effective enough. If you are able to place the Sage ball on the perfect time, you can at least run the enemy team out of bullets enough to get you into the site. And such a high level of competitiveness might show the Sage usage a bit on the negative side, but let's see what happens on Ascent, as Stark, as always, up on his toes, immediately going to smoke mid. And the Cypher Cam is already set up to watch mid. That should spot that Stark smoke coming out. Omen smoke conveniently does give out the position of the Omen that is trying to output the smoke, and also does the blind. If you can actually find out the track of the blind, you can just push towards it and cast the Omen off guard.
Shadows traveling.
Omen smoke coming through. Cypher Cam destroyed. Stark is gonna fall back. Jet is still trying to get a pick onto A main. A duel being taken place right here between Phoenix and Jet. Low on HP, it's Jet. A perfect droning seen from the enemy. Sova. Everyone is still trying to find an angle. Phoenix falling back because of the smoke. Gonna commit a rotate onto B side. Raze trying to find an angle onto the enemy Raze. Curator still holding. Capazoid watching mid. Finding no angles. Should be taken out by the enemy Raze as soon as he peeks main. I think he did try to get a couple of shots across, but hitting none. Capazoid is on the other side. Dobesy and DKK trying to get the entry. Still can't find a kill. Takes out M of God. And Raze is able to take out one. And Bauchikawawa closing out Capazoid. Jimmy gonna take out Shark with a molly. It's a 2v4 situation.
Spike planted.
Jimmy's flash. Sasmi taking out Jimmy, the immortal player. Can he find the guy on boathouse? Sasmi getting one more. Another one. And Curator gonna close that round around. That retake was so perfect. Even though Curator was on such low HP. Still able to find the headshot. And closing that round in favor. Dumilo looking really pretty. You can never ever guess what happens. And Dumilo effectively and luckily on the defender side of the game, they should be able to at least secure a couple of rounds. As I have seen Dumilo perform very well on the defender side of the map compared to the attacker sides. And Seven Sins nonetheless is an attacking and aggressive team, able to secure rounds more often than Dumilo on the attacker side of the map. Jimmy gonna push up immediately. Bauchikawawa watching mid. Reveal is gonna come through. Omen smoke gonna cover that guard. Reveal is completely removed. Star gonna smoke it out as Sasmi taking out Bauchikawawa. Not finding any players yet. It's Bauchikawawa. M of God gonna fall back onto mid. Curator is right there up on top. Covering A main. Should be able to find a kill onto Omen right here. Sova. And misses the shot. Misses a couple more. And that's a mistake. That fall was completely a mistake. DKK able to take it out. This M of God versus 3 other players. And they do have guns possessed. M of God gonna have to be really careful not to reveal his location. They should probably be entrusting that location, but that reveal is gonna come through, revealing his position as well. That shot's gonna come through, but takes exactly 7 HP off of his chest. None of the shots hit. M of God gonna have to save the gun. Falling right back onto spawn. Whole team, no one's gonna try and hunt him down except for Raze. Should be able to find the kill. This can't be never the ever sure. Trying to get a couple of shots across, but finding none. M of God, safe and secure. Gonna drop that Ares right onto Curator. Takes it off and leaves it right onto A site. Seven Sins completely able to go for that buy round. While Curator and Capazoid are gonna hold the entries on mid and A site. Boombot coming through. Sasmi is still holding that angle. Jimmy finds one. Sasmi finding one as well. A shot completely hit Dobsy. Still able to take him out. And the nade would have secured that kill anyway. Stark is trying to find an angle on that push. Droning it out. The enemy Sova. And that Phoenix, what a smart play. He just drones right back around and takes out Stark. Just goes with the drone, masking his footsteps, expecting that no player would be peeking that drone. Bauchikawawa able to take out Capazoid. M of God gonna have to rotate from mid. Again, a 1v5 situation for Dumilo. Taken out by Bauchikawawa. M of God. That is the second round for Seven Sins. DKK looking pretty. A couple of kills under his belt. Supporting his team really well. Again, that reveal hopefully is gonna come through onto mid. Then just gonna fall back onto B side. We are gonna go for that B push indeed.
Where are you?
And that cheeky dialogue from Cypher as well. Where are you? He's gonna find you. I will find you. Jimmy trying to find any angles possible on mid. Finding none yet. The Jet is going to have to fall back. Following up with it, it's Jimmy. Should find a headshot. Tries connecting and connects on the Curator. No HP taken out. Takes perfect advantage of the surprise that he got. Jimmy taking one more out. Sats me down. Jimmy should be able to close down more. The drone taken out by M of God. Falling right back on. M of God trying to find one Bauchikwawa, taking out him as well. A nice little trade. Should be able to find more players. Both players on heaven. Gonna boost right up. Both teams falling back. As the Phoenix still is trying to find a kill. And the ulti is completely wasted. Although he got a couple of info that he's not on heaven, probably rotating at the moment, but Omen is still just gonna go for that heaven push. Capazoid gonna take it out on Bauchikwawa. Jimmy gonna take out Capazoid. And last player is Omen, and Jimmy should be able to find what a 4K from Jimmy against Dumilo. Jimmy is just one of the best players out here. Finding 7 kills on the first half. That is completely and utterly perfect. Going to the 4th round of the game. 2-round lead in the hands of 7 Sins. Although I predicted that Dumilo would be able to handle their rounds. Maybe even secure a win on the second map. Looks like 7 Sins is going all out. DKK gonna reveal that position. Enemy reveal destroyed.
Deploying drone.
Recon bolt is gonna come through. That drone is also gonna find a player, hopefully. Finds one and falls right back. A 5v5 situation, and Curator makes it a 5v4, and Jimmy is there to make it a 4v4. A nice little trade. Capazoid is right there, pushing up through the smoke. Balls of steel with the shorty. Going as close as possible. That reveal is gonna reveal the position of Sasmi. Gives away a lot right there. That flash is gonna come through. Cannot find an angle. Every single player is pushing B. Stark gonna find by Chihuahua. Jimmy is gonna take out Stark. One more flash is gonna come through. Are they gonna check pit? Hopefully Jimmy is, and Jimmy does. That's a 3K. What an amazing performance from Jimmy. That reveal is gonna reveal the position of Phoenix, and another kill from Jimmy. Can he get the ace? Hopefully finds the ace, and what an ace from Jimmy. An immortal player, just wrecking every single player that dares to come in front of his crosshair. For the love of God, Jimmy, just stop it. Just taking every single player out. This is unfair. Jimmy is just there. Jimmy is just the god of vandalism. Alright, I know what I said, right? I said vandalism. I know that's a different word, but comes into play right here. He's vandalizing the enemy team. Completely just harassing their rights. Taking each and every player out. Bauchikwawa possessing that ulti. Stark is still gonna hold that angle. Dominator. Okay, Denim, I'm sorry. Recon ball taken out. Capazoid falling back. Curator still has that angle with the burst fire. The drone coming in for low altitude. Finds the player. Ulti coming in from enemy server. Dumilo gonna have to fall back. Holding a different angle. Ulti gonna possess by the Curator. Gotta take one out. Can he find the second? Probably not. The ulti has been wasted again by the Phoenix. Then I'm gonna find one. Dopesy gonna boost up. Can't find an angle. Low in HP. Sasmi gonna take it out. Stark going for that spam fire, and Capazoid gonna take out. Capio is gonna take out Denim. It's a 2v4 situation, and Raze is really low on HP. This round should be in the hands of Dumilo. For sure, as Stark used his ulti, was able to secure a couple of rounds. Jimmy gonna fall back immediately.
30
Knows
seconds
the angle of heaven.
One enemy remaining.
Hopefully not suspecting, probably not suspecting that a player's on site. And no, Sasmi gonna take out Jimmy. The element of surprise comes into play right there. A 2-round lead for 7sins still. I just don't want to say the word overtime anymore. That is gonna be devastating. A 4-2 game. Possessing a 2-rounded lead at 7sins against Dumilo. MF God gonna reveal that position. Drone coming through onto mid. Should find one player out on garden. Smoke's gonna come through. Jimmy gonna take out Stark again. Always finding that entry frags. It's Jimmy. Molly gonna come through as well. Bauchikawawa gonna take out Sasmi. Jimmy gonna take out 3. Again and then again and again. That flash is gonna be perfectly placed and takes out another one. Can he get the second ace of the game? The team should be letting him do it. We're just not sure. Caprizoid got a fallback and another ace from Jimmy. What an amazing game from Jimmy right there. That is just perfect, perfect, and godly gameplay. Just becoming the shroud of Valorant. It's Jimmy. Such an asset to his team. 7sins completely dependent on Jimmy. Securing 2 aces in one game already. Let's see what he can do again. I just think he was not feeling it last game. Capzo gonna go and find every angle possible. That nade is gonna deal a bit of damage. Not gonna be enough though. Star gonna find Jimmy already. That is gonna be a round for them. Jimmy is gone. Capio is gonna find out DKK as well. It's a 3v5 situation. Denim completely blinded. That shots are gonna come through and Denim still able to take out Stark. And that nade gonna close out Denim.
One enemy remaining.
2v4 situation, 1v4 situation. Enemy location revealed and completely taken out by Curator. Evaporated by Capizoid. This game is just on another level. Dumilo desperately trying to hold their ground while Jimmy just going all out. If it's not Jimmy, it's nobody. Jimmy is the primary thing that gained them 2 rounds in the game. And probably the whole 5. Reveal gonna come through from MF God. I'm gonna find one player at least. That spam is gonna come through as well. Finding nobody in the process.
Deploying drone.
Droning it out.
Prepare for hellfire.
Smokes will come through from Curator. Falling right back. That ulti is gonna get Stark down. Sasmi. Again. Desperate to find an angle. Dope ZD. That ulti is gonna come through from DKK. Does know the position. Both teams ulting each other and the Jimmy is there to close it out.
Careful now.
Jimmy gonna molly that angle. That spike plant is gonna come through from Stark. I'm sorry, the Sova.
Spike planted.
Reveal has been destroyed. Side secured. MF God finding DKK. Can this be a game for Dumilo again? Does not know that Jimmy is holding that angle, but Sasmi is there to close it out. Does have the ulti possessed. Ulti coming through. And Sasmi. What a perfectly placed headshot on the Dope C, finding 3 kills on the game. It's just a 1 round lead for 7sins. I do think as an overall team, Dumilo is not miles ahead or anything, but as an overall team, Dumilo is just a tad bit better against 7sins. While 7sins is pretty much dependent on more individual plays and their abilities to be perfectly working every single time. While Jimmy can secure some rounds in some cases, and the ultis from other players and abilities from other players can reveal and provide every single other player with some kind of assistance at least to secure a couple of rounds if possible. Drone destroyed, ulti wasted. Trying to find an entry angle onto either side possible. Bauchikawawa are gonna smoke it out. Stark and Jimmy still looking for multiple angles, and Kopizoid finds it onto Denim. That's a 4v4 situation. Much more helpful in this case. MF God holding that A short angle. B short, I'm sorry. Dopesy got the kill, but MF God, that Odin is just too OP for Dopesy to handle.
30 seconds left.
Sasmi does know that one player might be coming through spawn. Just completely holding that angle until the end, while Sova is gonna get the plant onto A side. Bauchikawawa taking one home with him as well.
One enemy remaining.
Jimmy is still there holding that angle. Bauchikawawa finding Sasmi as well as the last player, and he's 16 HP on the bar. And Bauchikawawa closing it out. The fourth kill, finding it onto M of God. That is going to grant them the 6th round of the game. Just 2 more rounds left for the first half of the game. Should be nice and easy for both teams. Just plain simple rules. Get the entries, take the spike plant, take the enemies out, and you win. Major part is using the abilities right. The right time, the right place, just knowing what to do with it. And I've seen Jimmy do it multiple times. Just using that flashes perfectly, getting that entry and using his aim to an ultimate extent. And Jimmy again taking out Sasmi, taking out Curator as well. Gotta take a third one. MF God is just a god. Jimmy is just a god. Another one. Last player left, it's Stark. Can he get the third ace of the game? Stark is just hiding for his dear life. Holding on to his dear life. Not gonna peek any angle yet. Falling completely back. Do not wish to give him this round, this ace whatsoever, but Jimmy is gonna hunt him down. That reveal is gonna come through, revealing the position of Stark, and Jimmy should be able to, and he does. That is the third ace of the game for Jimmy. As I said, so individually dependent on Jimmy. Just such perfection. And the team play, Jimmy probably asked Sova to reveal high mid, because he probably suspected that a player might be high mid, just waiting. Because he knew the previous position of Omen was at A. And that is just perfection, guys. It's perfection at the least. At the best, I'm sorry.
Get out of my way.
Ulting is Jet. Now gonna find the enemies. Dobesy clever enough to not take that angle. And Sasmi finding a kill on the Bauchikawawa. And Jimmy finding the trade onto Sasmi. Full on HP Jimmy, not even a scratch taken. Knows the second position. Jimmy is gonna ulti right through. Does not seem to see one player. Then I'm gonna find it on the MF God. Then I'm gonna find it on the Capizoid as well. Curator should be able to take a shot, and he does. Then I'm taken out. Dobesy is still there to hold the angle. Jimmy is gonna look for that backstab. Should be finding the kill onto Omen. And does find the kill onto Stark. Last player left, and it's Curator. With his ulti already active. Is that Jimmy talking shit? We're not sure yet, so just can't be confirmative. 25 kills. 25 kills, and it's only
30
the first
seconds
half
left.
of the game.
Spike
That is the
planted.
kind of kill feed that you dream on the second half of the game. He has already achieved it on the first one. Jimmy is really low on HP. Probably do think he's gonna hunt it out. I do think he's gonna go for it. Curator gonna fall back. Probably finding Raze. But no! Wrong timing. Dobesy is right there behind him to take the kill, securing the last round of the
Switching
first
sides.
half. What an interesting half right there. Ace and defender side Dumilo. 7sins just grabbing 3 aces from the hands of Jimmy. 25 kills and just 4 deaths. What an amazing gameplay. While Sasmi, the best player of the enemy team, grabbing 11 to 8. No assists, if you take in mind, Jimmy and Sasmi are possessing like 0 assists. Because they are all what is enough to take one player down by themselves. Jimmy is completely able to close it out every single round. No problems faced. The headshots just connecting 99% of the time onto the enemy players. Recon bolt is gone. High mid player spotted. Multiple players on mid. They are going to push Cubby. And Stark is going to take out Jimmy. That should be really advantages from Stark. DKK also going to fall back onto A. Denim, Capizoid, and MF God trading each other.
Spike planted.
DKK still trying to find a kill. That nade is going to come through. He's going to have to push forward. Taking a lot of damage. 19 HP left. Q-Ray going to take off the DKK. Dopesy going to take out 1. Can he find the second? That wallbang is going to come through, and Stark is going to backstab in perfect timing. Taking out Dopesy as well. That is something amazing from Dumilo. That is 5 to 8. And Dumilo surely can come with a comeback. As we have seen multiple times, Dumilo and 7sins presenting us with multiple comebacks. One after another. Without even taking care of, they even have to mind the economy. They are just going for it. They're just winging it at the moment. And of course, it's gonna push through. That martial shot is not gonna connect. That reveal is gonna come through though. Nade, not hitting anyone. Still trying to connect the shot. Connects 1 through the wall, and MF God proving deadly with the martial, and Curator taking 2 down.
Spike planted.
With the Sheriff. That is really good. That is really, really good gameplay from 7sins right there. MF God just gonna close it out. And Dumilo gonna get the second round consecutively. Still sitting on a 2-round lead at 7sins. Dumilo is just completely dueling it out with the enemy team. And they are not facing too many problems in doing that.
Right here.
Location reveal. Gonna come through at right in time. That Boombot is taken out. Bomb buddy out. And Sasmi is still gonna push on through Cubby. DKK is right there to watch mid. Then I'm gonna go for that spray right through the smoke. I think he connected 1 shot onto the leg of Sasmi. Jimmy still has that Cubby angle. Bauchikawa is gonna have to rotate onto B side.
Shadows traveling.
7sins might not want to be losing that lead that they already possess. Not giving away a comeback whatsoever. That reveal is going to come through, and Dobesy is going to take out Capizo. Sasmi is going to take out DKK. Dobesy finding it. Sasmi finding 2. The third one maybe knows the position, but Bauchikawa closing it completely out. And Denim Just taking out the last player. That is an IQ play from BO3 that secures the 9th round of the game in the second half of the game for 7 cents. 4 more rounds required for 7 cents to completely close this game. A comeback is as much possible as a victory for Domino still. Denim is gonna peek that angle. Camera already out, the smoke is spotted. Providing some valuable info already. And Jet, I think he received a couple of shots. Below 20 HP right there. Falling right back. Jimmy should have a hit on Stark. BO3 already finding Capizoid. A 5v4 situation and Jet is really low. Jimmy gonna find Stark. The first kill of the round. He would be able to find more kills, but then I'm gonna take out Sasmi. Can he find more? Or is he gonna have to stick with that? Dobsy still holding that angle, expecting one push, and then I'm gonna take out Curator as well. Then I'm just gonna close it out finally by taking out M of God. That is the 10th round in the hands of 7 Sins. It's just a gameplay from Denim and Jimmy, completely closing every single round, and DKK is right there for support. But it's always Denim and Jimmy who just brings the round around in the favor of the 7 Sins team. Probably the in-game comms of Domino is going wild at the moment. They are probably not expecting to get a win out of this game, out of this map, yet. It's going to be a 4-round lead in the hands of 7 Sins. I was expecting more of a, again, a neck and neck gameplay, but this is almost gone one-sided. As 7 Sins, it's just individual plays is just enough, just a bit tad enough for them to hold off any kind of pushes. Capizoid just waiting for that nade to be thrown. 28 seconds, and the match is paused for a bit. We should be resuming soon. Maybe seeing a couple of grand kills again from Jimmy. Being such a different playstyle coming in from Jimmy and M of God. Every single player in both the teams do come up with some individual skills that really does make them stand out. Not like all the Sovas, they don't play like all the Phoenixes. It is quite different. Jimmy gonna go for that pit at mid. Not find any yet. Gonna have to fall back. Stark is gonna smoke the entry. That reveal is gonna come through onto market. That Molly is gonna stop any kind of pushes for a second or two. Capio is still trying to find a kill. Find an entry for his whole team. That shock dart is gonna come through. Domino is still right there. Dobsy gonna take out Capio. Satchel gonna come through as well. Trying to find a better position, hopefully. Should find a kill. And no. BO3 taking out Sid as well. Last player left.
One enemy remaining.
Last player taken out by M of God. Should be taken out by now, but he's just wreckage. Wreaking havoc right here on A side, but DKK is just there to close it out. A 4-round lead in favor of 7 Sins.
You failed. Now flee.
Should be able to secure a couple more. Exactly 2 more rounds. And that is it. 7 sins. Going on to the third map of the game. Let's see what happens. DKK already posting up mid, and he is really is a strong player. He is posting up mid just because he could rotate to his C drive.
Let us hunt.
That should be a tactic that they should be using at the moment. Then I'm still looking every angle possible. 7 sins got it covered. Jimmy gonna molly it out.
Joke's over.
Gonna fall back immediately. Ulti being used by enemies for Phoenix. Sasmi is gonna find Bo Chihuahua. Can Stark find a kill? Jimmy still looking for any angles that he could pick. Ulti does end up in a kill. Dobsy gonna find Capazoid. Dobsy gonna find Curator as well. Stark gonna take out Dobsy. Nice little trade. A 3v3. Jimmy gonna take out Stark. And M of God. It's a 1v2. And Sasmi has the spike. Not planted yet. That is a flank, and that is going to be stuck in the middle. And Denim just gonna close out Sasmi. Match point for 7 sins.
Match
Dumelo
point.
is gonna require 6 rounds in their favor. 7 rounds in their favor at the least to win this game. And 7 sins has been so hesitant to give even 1 round to the hands of Dumelo. Curator already posting up a vine. Last round for 7 sins if they are able to secure this. That reveal is gonna come through.
Joke's
Not gonna be
over.
enough.
You're dead.
An ulti again used by the Phoenix. Probably finding 1 kill. No, Sasmi gonna take out the... And Jimmy gonna take out Sasmi, and Stark is gonna find a Jimmy. That ulti is completely wasted by Capazoid. A mistaken ulti jump, but that can be compensated for surely.
Spike planted.
All 3 players just going on to A side. 2 from heaven, 1 from under. Denim should be able to find a kill. Or even Stark if he uses the TP correctly. And Bauchikwawa taking out Curator. Could be the last round of the game for 7 sins, but this is the 3v3 situation, and I'm not sure who's this going to be in favor of. And DDK gonna take out Capazoid, and it should be hit. That ulti is gonna come through. Probably gonna take out DKK. Not enough time on the defuse. Does he have enough time on the defuse? He does, and that's the 13th round, and 7 sins
Defenders
is
win.
gonna go through the 3rd map of the game, and that is a complete round from Bochigawawa. If he would have flinched, that round would have gone away from him. And that is 7 sins 1, and Dumelo 1 as well. See you on the 3rd map of the game, the final deciding map of the game, the tiebreaker, and Svinia Kasradi, and see you soon.
up on the land. I've got your hand, and now we're way down, fade out low. Was it your plan? Can't understand everything. Under the sun, our fire is burning. You tell me to hold on tight. I wish that we could stay here forever. I wanna remember. Oh, the sight of you brings it with your life. Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you.
Welcome back, guys, to Deepcool Presents Valorant Detonation Series, brought to you by EliXiR eSports and SMC International. It is the semi-finals, day one, and the last map of the day, and the brackets are looking really, really fine. Let me tell you that. And it's again Seven Sins versus Dumilo, and they have requested to select the map Haven, and they're gonna play Heaven. And I'm pretty much sure whoever gets the attacker side does have the upper hand on Haven, and that is always have been the case. And we have seen time and time over that we attacker sided people on whoever gets the attacker side, the team who gets the attacker side, always winning these games on these maps called Haven, because three sides, three defender sides to be guarded, and three attacker opportunities that has to be guarded by the defenders as well. It's quite hard for them to actually go up and just break up any kind of lead that attackers might score after the defending and attacking side had been switched between each other. And Seven Sins, led by the Bauchika Wow, has done such a good job in securing that second map. Just Bauchika Wow, DDK, and Sasmi Jimmy just scoring multiple angles as well. And tomorrow we are gonna have a match between Team Level 5 and Atmosphere. Believe it's gonna be at 8:30 p.m. at the night, and it is gonna be 8:30 p.m. at the night. Sorry for not confirming. And Seven Sins versus Dumilo. Let's just make the decisive decision of who's gonna pass on to the finals. And today we have seen the Humilo actually go ahead and take as many engagement angles as possible. And as you see right here, tomorrow 28th September, level 5 versus Atmosphere at 8:30 p.m. Be ready for that, guys. Be engrossed and ready for that. It's a fascinating thing that we have come up to this point of the tournament and seen such great teams, as expected, such great teams entering the final stages of the game and ready to grab the cash prize. And I'm really eager and impatient to see the last map of the game and how it goes down in this Deepcool Valorant Detonation Series. And this third map of the game, as I said, Haven, something hard to guard but easy to attack. And that's what I'm going to use for Haven the rest of the game. And Seven Sins, if they are going to get the attacker sides, and if Dumilo is going to grab the defender side, it's going to be a whole another thing. If Dumilo has proven pretty good to be at attacking sided maps, but Seven Sins is proving devastating, as they can always go for that first blood kill and secure almost the uh, prediction of what they can almost predict what they can do in the rest of the match coming up. And I think Dumilo is going for the attacker sides and defending a Seven, since I'm not exactly sure. Whenever the attacking side defending display comes up, as Dumilo going for the attacker side, Seven Sins going for the defender side of the Haven map. And attacker sides by Dumilo, a brave choice, I would say. If Dumilo just has the upper hand, which is what they require at the moment, and take Jimmy and Bauchikawawa out enough times that they can get a secure lead over Seven Sins, then they should be pretty much sitting safe on that lead to pass on to the finals. That is tomorrow, and not tomorrow. I'm sorry. And Dumilo, led by Stark, is also expected to perform as good as possible against Seven Sins. While Seven Sins, Jimmy, just no words to put it out there. Jimmy is just a god when it comes to playing with Vandal. The rifle sprays are perfect, getting the headshot each and every time. Multiple engagements is not even a problem to be discussed about. And Jimmy just keeping his level up a notch every single time. Jimmy just introduced a new level of gameplay to Valorant Detonation Series. I thought I could put down a couple of operator points here and there, and if they could actually use the operator to its full effectiveness, there is not much things that you can use to counter an operator every single time. But even though Curator was trying his best to actually use the operator against Seven Sins, Jimmy was there each and every single time to shut him down. If Jimmy failed, then it's always DPK or just Bochikawawa, just available right there. Not discarding every single other players that is available right now. Every single other player was playing to their best matchup. No, maybe not the best day for every single the every other players, but surely a show to be seen. And I think Seven Sins is just gonna go out and defend as much as possible. Although lacking a pick of Sage, I'm not sure what agent pick they're gonna pick this time, or they just consecutively just going for the same pick that they picked on the last two games, last two maps, or is it gonna be a different variety salt and pepper pick that they're gonna go for this time? So let's see what kind of picks they went for. Basically, it is the defender sided Seven Sins going for Phoenix, Sova, Cypher, Breach, and Brimstone. A lot of attacking power right there. And Dumilo going for a Jet, that is going to be Curator, a Reyna, a Breach, a Phoenix, and an Omen. Interesting picks from both teams. They are not really giving a chance for Sentinels right here, but should be okay as considered that two high skill gap teams are playing against each other. Recon Ball's already destroyed. Down to 24 HP is Denim. He's gonna have to fall back. Shock Dart is coming through, almost hit himself. Second Shock Dart, and Sasmi is there to take on DDK. Capio is gonna get Bauchika Wawa as well. Plant is gonna go down for Stark.
Spike planted.
Holding their angles, and Curator going for a flank behind the defenders. And Dobesy should be able to get one more kill. And MF God taking out Jimmy.
Player remaining.
Jimmy down, Stark taking down Dobesy as well. Denim really low on HP. MF God just closing it out. That is the eco round in favor of Dumilo. We should be seeing more of this attacker-sided gameplay from Dumilo, or else it's just going to be a Seven Sins game altogether when they get to the attacker side. If they are able to secure at least 10 rounds when it comes to the attacker side of this, the map, they should be pretty easily, even out of random luck, able to secure like 3 to 4 rounds, at least 3 rounds on the defender side as well, which should be enough for them to get to the finals. That is, I think, their hope of action. MF God taking 2 down, Curator taking down DDK as well.
Player remaining.
Dumilo just turning this around. Immediately, Jimmy gonna take out Sasmi. Not gonna be enough though, as Jimmy is the last player left.
Spike planted.
And Jimmy taking out Capizoid as well. A headshot coming right through, and Curator closing out Jimmy before he could do any more damage. And that's a lot of damage, Jimmy. You have already done more than enough with that classic pistol. Spike in the hands of Curator. Probably gonna transfer it over. Proceeding right onto C-Long. Cypher proceeding to set up traps on A. They do have A guarded completely. Should not be a problem for Curator at all to peek after the MF God flash. Flash coming through. Damage burst used by enemy. Breach, and the Stark is going to push through, trying to find an entry on C window. Spots one player by falling back immediately.
Take flight.
Jimmy gonna hold platform for as long as possible. 2 rounds in the hands of Dumilo, and it's a 5v4 again. The A rotate is gonna come through, and no one is expecting A. Curator is gonna fake B for now. That is gonna grant him enough time before the Cypher is actually gonna look at the camera. Spotting none, the smoke is gonna come through. Cypher knows for a fact that it's gonna be A. Rotate is gonna come through, but it's too late, as the Cypher's trap will be broken. And they might have an entry onto site as easy as that.
Blinding.
That blind
Spike
is
planted.
also gonna be inflicted right onto Jimmy, just walking into the blind. Spike already planted, 5v4 situation. Gets the kill onto Curator. Stark is gonna take out DDK. MF God gonna trade on Jimmy.
Here.
2 players left. Capio is right there. A flick missed.
One enemy remaining.
That is an awful miss for Capios, but makes up for it by taking the kill, and Sasmi finding a wallbang headshot onto Denim. Getting the 3rd round of the game, it's Dumilo making as much advantage being used as possible of the attacker side of the game. So Sasmi and Jimmy just dueling it out with each other. Frenzy in the hands of Jimmy. He might be going for a cheeky play right here, unless somebody peeks mid immediately. then he has no answer for what is going to come through.
Careful now.
Molly coming through from Jimmy, not expecting a push. Capizoid taken out by... Gonna take out Dominator.
One
And
player
Sasmi
remaining.
right there to take out Jimmy and DDK. Curator taking out Bochikabawa. We're gonna push right through, trying to find Cypher, last player left on the side of 7 Sins. Just waiting on B window, looking for any kind of exit frags that he could probably pick off with the shorty that he has. Capio is still not going for the plant yet. The plant is surely going to come through. He's just waiting for that last kill to come through. So
Spike
make
planted.
as much economy better as possible by getting that last kill and a spike plant. Sasmi should be taken down right here from Dope ZD. No one's going to push B window. He's probably hearing a lot of footsteps coming in right there. That flash from Breach is perfect. Should not be taken out. MF God gonna close it out. Taking out Dope Z. 4th round in favor of Dumilo. The 6th more round, and that's enough for Dumilo to stand their ground. Pretty sure about that. 20 seconds left on the clock. The full buy is coming in already. No one's going for that operator pick. A proficient lack of operators in the 7 Sin side of the game, but that is all that's enough for them to completely wreck any possible entry onto B side or A side.
Over. You're dead. Joke's over.
Perfect Cypher cam placements from this whole game. Both Phoenixes ulting each other. Going right in for an engagement. Baojigawa holding that operator spot.
Cage triggered.
Defending any sorts of pushes that should be coming onto B side. Cage triggered by Cypher. Knowing that there might be a couple of players on A, but they have already rotated right on C. Breach, Phoenix, and Omen all outside B window, B double doors. Stark is going to use that smoke to cover these tracks. Trying to fight for an entry onto C side. That blind is probably going to come through onto side as soon as possible. MF God gonna ulti right onto C side. That flash is also gonna come through. That plan should be pretty secure at this moment. Sasmi gonna take 2 out with him. Jimmy gonna take out Stark. And Sasmi securing a 3rd kill while Breach still assists in slowing the enemy down. Baoshikawawa just gonna save their guns on A side. A sure 5th round in the hands of Dumilo. Absolute wreckage and precious headshots hit by Sasmi. Gaining multiple rounds in favor of Dumilo. And 7 Sins actually struggling to creep their ground and creep their way up the ladder. Which is not working out for them until now. Everyone's gonna save their guns. And that is the 5th round in favor of Dumilo. Clear lack of operator players on 7 Sins, although they already do have an operator. It should be good enough. And Curator taking out Baochikawawa. The operator is gone. 1 second left on the clock. An accidental party chat issue right there. Nothing to be afraid about, but Curator should be securing a good entry onto A side after all. With Breach having his stun ability and 3 flashes in his hand, should be good enough for them to be getting an entry right there. That flash is immediately going to come through, and Capizoid is able to take out DDK immediately. Sasmi going to take out Jimmy. And Sasmi going to take another one out. 26 HP left on him. Going to heal himself. Dobesy going to take 2 out. All of a sudden, it's a 2v3 situation. Breach got like 10 HP left on the clock. On the HP bar. 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock. Denim still trying to find an angle on mid. Gotta pick up that Bulldog. Still looking for any enemy angles that he could peek. Spike is gonna go down in A side. Curator gonna take kill onto Dobesy and gonna fall back onto Heaven. Reloading immediately, avoiding any kind of risks that might come his way. Last player left, it's Sova. Dumilo probably has a secure 6th round of the game. M of God should probably be able to just fall back and use his E ability whenever needed to just interrupt that defuse. Denim finds one player but not connecting to every shot. Finding M of God, taking him out, and I'm gonna have to fall back immediately. Can he find the exit frag? Yes, Sasmi. Taking out Denim with him as well. Well, he didn't go down, but did take out Sasmi. Denim. Spike hasn't been picked up. Curator proceeding on to main. And just have a Vandal in hand. That should be pretty useful for him. Indeed. To just get a headshot on that long ranges. Breach probably gonna flash in Curator again. Onto B long. A long. Yes, he is. The 6th round lead against Seven Sins.
Joke's
Able to
over.
grab
You're
0
dead.
rounds against Dumilo right now. Sova decides not to peek that angle. A wise choice. Bauchigoawa with that operator gonna fall back. Checking the dip angle from mid. Ulti gonna come through from Sova. Finding no hits onto Cypher whatsoever. Phoenix whatsoever. Dobesy is still there holding different angles. Giving the spike out to Breach and Jimmy. Still trying to find an angle onto any player possible. That blind is going to blind Sasmi, but that's not going to be a problem as Stark is taking down DDK. Denim taking out Sasmi. Denim going to take 2 out. Denying the entry already. Can he take 3? And he does take 3 out. Stark is also down. M of God finding Denim. Bauchigoawa finding M of God, the last player, and he's going to use the ulti. Bauchigoawa placing a perfect shot right in between the eyes of Curator. And that is it. A 5-6 round lead turned to a 5 round lead by the better half of Bauchigoawa. Just exactly 5 rounds left, and that is going to be the first half of the game. Whatever it is a tie or Dumilo coming in front. Dumilo at least needs to grab, as I said, a 10 round advantage, or just a 10 round victory over Seven Sins on the attacker side, because that's the only way they could capitalize on the opportunity they have been provided with. Jimmy still gonna be able to hold that angle. 20 seconds left on the clock. Jimmy has held one angle consecutively for so long and never ever failed to take that headshot before the enemy does. Unless he's faced by an unknown situation in this case. He's always ready and packed up to just take that kill and leave.
Let's go.
4 seconds left in the clock. Jimmy gonna go for that push from C-Long. Hopefully that Molly is gonna come through. That flash might hit. No. Decides to fall back. That Molly is gonna come through to stop Reyna, but Reyna is gonna push right through the Molly onto B window. Capizoid finding Bauchigoawa. Jimmy finding Curator. And Capio should be able to find Cypher right there, but Jimmy. Dobesy is gonna take out Capio out. M of God finding Dobesy. Stark gonna find Jimmy. It's a 2v3 situation for Seven Sins. DDK and Denim left. The plant is gonna go down on A side.
Spike
It's a
planted.
surprise indeed. They're gonna have to rotate the whole way through, but DDK is still finding Stark. Seven Sins looking kind of pretty. M of God might just be able to take his abilities out right in time. Gonna fall back onto Hell.
Player remaining.
Ulti is gonna come through from Sasmi, but Sasmi is there to close it completely out. No problems whatsoever. 1 down, 2 down. And that is it. The 7th round in favor of Dumilo. Sasmi just going out of the way to wreck every single enemy player that he can find. He's just boomerang every single pro player that's on the enemy side of the team. Jimmy, not the best performance we have ever seen from Jimmy. Sasmi looking good though. A 2-14 KD ratio.
Flash out.
Flash is gonna come through from Sasmi. Gonna get caught in the crossfire, but Stark not able to take down Jimmy completely. The LT is not gonna take out Stark, but 10 HP left, and that TP is gonna come through onto A Heaven. Probably knows the position of a couple of players, and Curator is gonna take down DDK indeed. Baushikawa taking out Curator. It's a 2v2 situation, and Stark! What a spray from Stark! Taking 3 players out in one game with 10 HP left on his HP bar. That is just amazing. The timing is everything. Peaked at the right time. Gets the kills at the right time. It is all what they dreamt of. An 8th round secured. 2 more rounds and they should be pretty golden sitting ducks. That flash is again gonna come through from M of God, assisting Capiois in the peak. Almost immediately took out the ulti. But no, Jimmy's gonna find Capiois. The ulti is gonna come through, but that ulti is gonna be completely wasted. As Jimmy gonna find one more. And another one. The flash is gonna be cancelled. Denied entry from Jimmy. Sasmi is gonna find Jimmy. Dobsy does have the flank. But Reyna should be spotting him. But Curator completely taken out. And Sasmi flash for a minute, but finds cover indeed. Just in time. The reload coming through. The flash is also coming through. Sasmi is gonna find the angle or not. And Dobsy is there to cancel the 9th round reward for Dumilo. It's a 2-on-8 and a 6th round lead for Dumilo again. Just 2 more rounds to go. Will Dumilo get like a 10 round lead? I mean 10 round victory on their side or not? We just are gonna have to wait and watch. Attacker side is so OP if you know how to use it on Heaven side that it is always interesting how the players try to defend this. Bauchikawawa taking out Kopizoid immediately. Sasmi still trying to find a kill. Not finding a kill. Taken out. The ulti does come off use though. As Omen. Stark is gonna find a kill on B, hopefully, to find some kind of entry onto either side. It's a 4v5 situation. So a 6 round lead for Dumilo. Sasmi and Breach both trying to find a kill. And an entry onto the site. Still not able to find an entry yet. Breach is gonna flash right in. Sasmi is gonna go right into the ulti of Breach, but not a bad figure for Sasmi up until this round. Entry has been taken. The plant is gonna come through. Ulti gonna hit M of God once. Is it gonna hit him twice? No, it's not. That's Breach damage that's been coming through. E ability just concussed a lot of people. Curator gonna eye Heaven. Gets that wall bang right onto DDK. DKK, I'm sorry. That's completely perfect. Perfectly executed. And Jimmy, it's a 1v1 situation. Breach, the last player left. Trying to bait him out. Not baited out yet. Gonna have to go stick the defuse. Just expects a bait to come out. And M of God is right there to close it out. 9th round in favor of M of God.
Last round in the hash.
1 round before the switch. Can Dumilo get a 10 round backpack? Just to be sure, you know. Just to be sure about how they are just gonna secure everything in their favor and go on to the finals. 5 seconds left on the clock. Domino going for that last brawl in the first half. A tremor is gonna come through. Trying to clear the angle. Phoenix is gonna flash right in. Trying to take the entry onto C site.
Right
Phoenix. That smoke is gonna be really, really useful for them to get the entry. And C's from Stark. Stark still trying to find a pick. It's a Marshall versus Operator thing and finds the kill. It's Stark. Bauchikawa is down. That flash is gonna come through. Jimmy gonna take it out from a Stinger standpoint. Then I'm gonna take out M of God and Curator. It's a 1v3 situation. 7sins should be really comfortable taking this round into their hands. Last player left. Stark taken out by DKK. And that is the third round in favor of 7sins.
Switching
Domino
sides.
with an 6-round lead. Switching on to that defender side of the map. You have to wait and see if Domino is going to be able to hold their ground on the defender side of the things, while Jimmy and hopefully DKK is just going to go as much aggressive as possible, trying to get the entry picks, entry frags in every angle possible. Traps set by Dobbsy.
This goes here.
11 seconds left in the clock. 6-round lead for Domino. Is it going to be enough to secure them an easy victory? Or is it again going to be a hard-fought comeback from 7sins? That eye is going to come through. Still going to slow him out. Jimmy, what a shot on the Curator. That smallest angle possible, and he still secures a headshot. MF God is covering B. They are going for a C side entry though. Maybe gonna rotate back, but Sasmi is right there to take Denim.
Here.
Jimmy tries to go for a trade. Can he find the angle? That Molly is gonna come through as well, but Jimmy is taken out by Sasmi. Side is completely secured, and last player taken out by DKK. And that is the 4th round in the hands of 7sins, already starting to make use of the attacker side advantage. 49 situation. A 5-round lead in the hands of Domino. Still, can they capitalize? Can they take 7sins out of the game and proceed to the finals? Four 9 and DKK is trying to get him through that angle. Jimmy finding 2 kills, both Curator and MFG down. Then I'm gonna find Capizoid. 2 players left, and Sasmi trying to get a shot, but not connecting whatsoever. Gonna have to fall back onto B window. Trying to find more angles on B window, but the flank is coming through from Jimmy. Stark gonna be taken down by Jimmy. Last player left is Jimmy against all odds. Sasmi just staying out on B window. He's trying to get an exit frag, but Jimmy would be expecting that angle for sure on B window. Sasmi gonna try and find an angle, but Jimmy taking a 4K and taking out Sasmi on the flow. A 6-round lead turned to a 5-round lead to a 4-round lead procedurally, and 7sins looking pretty against Domino. TP is going to come through from Stark, trying to get a better angle onto B window. They are setting up something to take out 7sins in the tracks. Marker coming through. Curator does have an angle on A. Should be able to take out anyone that peeks immediately. Wall banks coming through from Capiois, but not connecting to anything. And Stark is just going to push up. 5v5 situation. No one has taken any damage yet. But Jimmy going to trade out MF God immediately after that peek.
Got the spike.
Spike picked up by DKK. Sasmi going to take out Jimmy. Wonderful trade from Sasmi. B window completely compromised. Dobesy expecting one player at least. Capizoid going to take out Bochikawawa. Sasmi going to take out Denim. Might be the 10th round in favor of Dumilo right here. 5-9, a 4-round lead. Dumilo has to stand his ground. Capio is taken out by Dobesy. DKK is still alive and well. The plan is going to come through from DKK.
You're dead.
Spike planted.
Stark should be able to find an angle. But not good enough as Dobesy going to take it out as well.
One player
Stark
remaining.
takes out Dobesy, last player left, and that is it. Stark gonna get headshot, 6 HP left. What a clutch from Stark. And just grabbing that round for the 10th round of the game in favor of Dumilo. 6 HP left. Absolute wreckage from both teams. 7sense is trying to make use of that attacker-sided advantage as much as possible. But Dumilo just there to shut every single entry possible out. And B-side is going to be guarded by Curator. One player hold on A as
Shadows traveling.
Dumilo is trying to pull as much info as possible before any player goes down. Finds one player on A, that is Reyna. Jet is going to rotate onto A. Jimmy going to fall back. Rotate coming through. Spike is outside B window. I mean B double doors.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Denim still trying to find a pick. Right there onto C site. Not finding any, gonna have to fall back. 5-10, a 5-round lead, and DKK should be able to find a kill right there, and Jimmy is pushing as much as possible. Sasmi finding one. Dobesy gonna take out Sasmi. Capizoi gonna take out Bochikawawa. That flash is gonna come through, completely flashing DKK. Jimmy here to take out Stark. That blind is gonna be perfect. They are gonna have to fall back onto any side possible, and MF God, what a wall bang onto Jimmy right there with the Marshall.
30 seconds left.
Curator still looking for an angle of enemy peaks, but finding none. 30 seconds left. They might have to attempt for C. And MF God is right there. That wall bang should hit. Trying to take him out. Multiple little shots, but 11 seconds left on the clock. The plan has to go down.
Player remaining.
No more time. Taking 2 down, it's dope. See what a flick up on top. No more time left. 11th round going in favor of Dumilo. It is completely lucky for Dumilo to have that attacker side of the map. Secure 2 more rounds and it is it. Dumilo proceeding onto the finals, beating 7sense and stopping them in their tracks.
Yes, this should do.
The first map was the worst of all. A 10-round overtime. Never seen before by me. Or most of the people out there. Cypher trap coming through. Shot is gonna connect. Jimmy gonna take out the Curator. That Sova drone trying to find any enemy players possible. DKK gonna push into garage. Capio is still holding that angle with an operator. It is going to be a C push nonetheless. The C push is coming through. Sasmi gonna flash right out of the smoke. Not finding any players yet. DKK gonna take out Sasmi. It's a 3v5 situation. 3v4. Dopesy is still gonna be able to find MF God. 2 players on the platform side of the things. Capio does know. Not able to find an angle though. Still gotta go for that jump and peek onto C site. Hopefully they are going to save their guns. Low HP on both the teammates. Not gonna attempt and risk it. They are gonna have to fly around and just get out of the sight as soon as possible. And they do. All guns saved, giving them enough advantage for the next game to proceed. And they going on a full buy. Still has that operator in hand. Should be able to get a couple of picks right here at 7 cents. Dumilo. Balchikova is just gonna immediately smoke any angles possible to get the entry onto the C side as fast as possible. Or they might fake it and rotate. The decision is all theirs, but the plan is always superior. Balchikova trying to go for a pick. It's a 4v5 situation. Capios is gonna come back onto B site. Trying to hold a different angle, but Sasmi take out Balchikova. Curator gonna take a Denim. 2 players left on the enemy team. Should be the 12th round of the game in favor of Dumilo. Cypher and Breach both hiding inside the garage. No Jimmy. It is all in the hands of DKK and Denim.
One player remaining.
Capuzoid is gonna take out DKK. Last player left. Knows the position of the spike. Just gonna be enough for them to just guard it from all angles. That peek is probably not gonna come through as Stark just shuts Dope ZD down.
Point.
Match point in the hands of Dumilo. This should be it. Yep. Dumilo is just gonna go and attack as much as possible. Last map of the game. This is the decisive map if Dumilo or Sevences goes to the finals of the game. Curator gonna post up on C long. Then Blind is gonna come through. Stark decides to smoke off B. Flashing Sasmi. Gonna have to fall back. Gonna take out Jimmy. Falling back immediately. The eye comes through onto C long. That flash is gonna come through as well. Curator getting 2 down. It is just Breach versus Brimstone. Breach and Brimstone versus the whole team. And Sasmi should be able to secure 1 and 2. Curator getting a 4K. Dumilo proceeding on to the finals of SMC International presents this EliXiR eSports Detonation Series. And that is it. That is it for the finals of the Deepcool Presents Valorant Detonation Series brought to you by EliXiR eSports and SMC Internationals. Dumilo proceeding and coming out on top against 7 Sins and proceeding on to the finals of the game. As expected, well-used attacker-sided efficiency, just well-used attacker-sided lead that they could just transfer over to the defender side and just grab a couple more rounds and you are in the finals, my son. And that is it. That is it for the game. And it is just 28 September, 8:30 p.m. It's again level 5 versus Atmosphere. 4 p.m. IST, completely taken and wiped the floor. It's Team Dumilo just going on to the finals. The brackets completely changed. Team Dumilo just proving powerful from first to the last. And hopefully it is going to be a amazing, intriguing competition between level 5 and Atmosphere tomorrow. And 7 Sins versus Dumilo, 2-1. What a lead secured by Dumilo. Just making use of that attacker side as much as possible to such a strong team like 7 Sins. 7 Sins should be completely disappointed, although their performance was really good up to this last minute of the game. 7 Sins just performing ultimately. Jimmy and DKK and just Balchikova, everyone taking their spot in the game, everyone having a great role to play in the game and securing as much chance as possible. And let's see the brackets for the rest of the tourney. Should be an interesting gameplay. It has been fascinating yet, and it was very engaging for the audience as I speak of it. Dumilo and Sevens is making a 10-round overtime possible in Valorant. Probably 90% of the gamers who play Valorant might not have seen a 10-round Valorant overtime. And that has been made possible by a neck-and-neck team, Sevensons and Dumilo, securing 1-2. And by the way, Jimmy playing so well, and Curator also keeping up with the pace of Jimmy. And by the way, and that's gonna be it for the match between Sevensons and Dumilo. See you guys on the next one. See you guys on tomorrow with the 8:30 p.m. IST match between Team 5 and it's gonna be an interesting matchup. Let me say that to you. It's a semifinals day 1 over. It's a wrap, guys, and it's been your Kasaradi. See you on the next one. See you on the next match between the best teams of India and just wreckage everywhere, draconian gameplay. And it's been your Kasaradi, and signing off. Bye-bye.
In today's world, technology is evolving at the speed of light, and it's important to stay up to date, because if you are not updated, you are outdated. And if this is the case with you, my friend, you must know about Ant PC, because we here at Ant PC are driven by our passion of advanced computing and technology. We hold the highest standards when it comes to building high performance and reliable custom PCs in India. We provide custom solutions ranging from workstation PCs for deep learning, artificial intelligence, video editing, etc., to high-performance gaming PCs crafted as per your computing requirements. We make sure that what you want can be a one-of-a-kind solution. We can make sure that what we build for you is truly unique. Ant PC. Join the colony.